Do you know who led China to victory over Japan in World War II? Let's take a look at 3 questions that will provide you with the answer. Question 1. Who commanded Chinese forces during World War II? Answer. It was the government of the Republic of China. The roots of China's war of resistance against Japan extended back to the Mukden incident of 1931, when Japanese troops invaded Manchuria in northeastern China. From this time all the way through to the Japanese surrender in 1945, the chief policymaker in the war was Generalissimo Chiang Kai-shek, the head of both the army and government of the Republic of China. Once Chiang made the decision to fight the Japanese, communist troops joined the war effort and were incorporated into the ROC armed forces. From 1937 to 1945, when China was embroiled in a full-scale war with Japan, this vast majority of combatants engaging Japanese troops in open battle were from the ROC military. The communist troops that the ROC incorporated into its forces formed just one army group. During the 8-year war, there were 22 major battles involving 100,000 soldiers or more on both sides, over 1,000 battles involving some 10,000 men, and more than 38,000 smaller battles. From all these engagements, communist forces led the fight in 2. Over the course of the war, more than 3.2 million ROC soldiers were killed, wounded, or went missing. Communist forces, meanwhile, lost in the region of 200,000 men. ROC soldiers did the vast majority of the fighting and dying to save China. Question 2. During World War II, who conducted China's external relations and coordinated the nation's military operations with the Allied powers? Answer. The ROC government managed the nation's foreign relations and directed the war effort. In 1941, after the Japanese attack on the U.S. naval base at Pearl Harbor, the United States declared war on Japan and joined the ranks of the Allied powers. Following this attack, the Republic of China formally declared war on the Axis powers and took its place among the Allies. As head of the Republic of China, Generalissimo Chiang Kai-shek assumed the post of Supreme Allied Commander of the China Theater. The ROC armed forces played an important role in the Allied victory in the Pacific by holding down massive numbers of Japanese troops in China. This hampered Japan's ability to wage war against Allied forces elsewhere in the region. In 1943, Generalissimo Chiang, as head of the army and government of the Republic of China, attended a conference of the Allied powers in Cairo, Egypt. There he met with British Prime Minister Winston Churchill and U.S. President Franklin Delano Roosevelt to discuss the war against Japan and the shape of post-war Asia. Question 3. At the end of World War II, who accepted the surrender of Japanese forces in China? Answer. High-ranking ROC generals and officials under Generalissimo Chiang Kai-shek accepted Japanese instruments of surrender at the end of the conflict. In August 1945, World War II ended for China with victory over Japan. When Japan formally signed the Japanese Instrument of Surrender aboard the battleship USS Missouri in Tokyo Bay, the government of the Republic of China was represented at the ceremony by General Xu Yongcha. Then, in September 1945 in Nanjing, Commander-in-Chief of the Republic of China Army He Ying-qing accepted the instrument of surrender of Japanese forces in the China Theater. It is clear that China was led during World War II by the government of the Republic of China. It is also apparent that China's victory in the War of Resistance against Japan was due to the heroic struggle and unimaginable sacrifices of the soldiers and citizens of the Republic of China.